too good for Chase, guys. Is his career over? If y'all don't know what's going on, basically have Chase, the SoundCloud rapper, coming up and coming, and he's basically in hot stew, hot water. If y'all don't know what happened, basically Chase snitched on his friend. He snitched on Summers, and he snitched on his other affiliate from an ordeal that went bad. To kind of start where all this even started from, let's take it back. We have the police report right here. If y'all want to read it, y'all can read it, but I'm gonna paraphrase it for you. One night, there was an individual, and he just pulled out $1,000 from the bank. He was chilling in his vehicle, counting his money, yada yada. He just pulled out from the bank, yada yada yada. Next thing you know, a white Mercedes-Benz pulls up. 3 to 4 people come out of that car. Next thing you know, there's a scuffle going on. People are fighting. Shots are being blown out. The victim says he was beat, he was robbed. The money he took off from the bank got took from him. And that's when, of course, authorities arrive to like the scene, right? Because, you know, you hear gunshots, you hear a commotion, they come to the scene. Victim tells them a white Mercedes-Benz that was involved in the scene. The authorities were all like, okay, so we actually know someone in the area who has this vehicle, the same exact vehicle you're describing, because they've been keeping this individual with this car on their radar. The person who owns this white Mercedes-Benz is Jace. They pull up to Jace's house, knock, 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 they're banging on his door. Hey Jace, you here, yada yada yada. He enters upon the home, and that's where he finds Jace sitting up by the porch. He's questioning him. Next thing you know, the cops find a gun that was described at the scene. Chase tried to flip it to be like, oh yeah, I was at the scene, but like I was actually the one getting robbed, and I took the gun from the victim, yada yada yada. That's when the cops decide, okay, they arrest him, and that's when they take him in for booking. During the interrogation process, Chase kept contradicting himself to the point where he was snitching on himself. So at that point, he literally had to confess. He didn't have to confess, actually. He didn't have to say anything because he was read his Miranda rights and he had the right to ask for an attorney, but he didn't. He instead told the cops everything what happened from beginning to end, telling him it was actually telling him that it wasn't actually a personal beef between him and the victim. It was actually between his other friend Summers, which is also another upcoming SoundCloud rapper. The paperwork got released that Jay snitched. It was not looking good for him at all. Everybody was calling him a snitch within the SoundCloud community. With him getting all this backlash, he's saying stuff about them, revealing stuff to them like, oh, how you gonna call me this when y'all are pedophiles?
Like, cool. When they started admitting to like, yeah, this girl was 16, but I was 19, I was 20, or this girl was 17 and I was 20, and it's like, damn, gang, that's kind of embarrassing because I fuck with you, and then I have a daughter. But at the end of the day, like, I ain't just gonna treat you how everybody else treats you because we supposed to be locked in, you know?
Y'all are this, y'all are that. It's just going back and forth. I don't need y'all, I'm talented than y'all.
At the end of the day, I'm already more talented than all these niggas. I would never have to hang around these niggas because I need to. Y'all just see me move around to Atlanta, do a show, LA, do all that other shit on my own.
And then, yeah, people like Can speaking on it.
Eat food. Like, he probably went to, the shit is 16 pages, bro, 10 or 16 pages. So nigga was already telling before he even got to the station. Like, niggas just dumb, bro. Like, niggas telling on an aggravated, like, robbery charge. Like, it's not even no crazy shit. Like, no life sentence type shit.
It's just a lot going on. And basically, just to sum it all up, I want to ask y'all, do y'all personally really feel like Jace's career is over? Do you think he can make a comeback out of this? Because at the end of the day, for someone who was portraying something totally different in music, and then the actions you just displayed when it actually was time to showcase, you know, what you do, it completely contradicted itself. So now you're being looked at as like a joke, like you don't rap about what you preach, which is understandable because a lot of these niggas really don't rap about what like they preach, you know what I mean? But it's still not looking good for you for someone who's portraying that image and your actions are not matching what your image is. You know what I mean? Can he pull a 6ix9ine with this? Or do you think his career is over? Because some people were trying to say that he was in his right to snitch because at the end of the day, he was a new coming rapper. And the charges he was facing were like armed robbery, aggravated assault. It was like, one of them is a felony charge in Texas. So like he would be facing 5 to I guess like 5 to 10 years, and the other one was like 5 to 99 years. So people are saying like, imagine if he had went to jail, then he would have been forgotten, his career would be over. He had a strike where the iron is hot. But it's kind of like, at what cost? Because look what 6ix9ine did. He's not labeled as a snitch. I mean, he's not respected at the end of the day. Like, yes, he's probably still around, we still see him around, but like, he's not respected. And I'm pretty sure Chase didn't want that for himself. He doesn't want to be another 6ix9ine. I feel like the best course of action he should have did was probably read his probably ask for an attorney, but who knows, maybe he was scared, maybe he was nervous. We don't know what was going on, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna ask y'all, do y'all feel like Chase's career is over? Do you feel like he fucked up? Do you feel like he was in his right? Do you feel like the rest of the members, like Summers, is a hypocrite? Because Summer has his own past that we can really bring up. So it's like, do you feel like this is the end of an era, or do you feel like this is the beginning? Comment down below what you guys think. But at the end of my video, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video, and peace.